Hello everyone, hello Ghostly, Unique, and let's roll through some hits. I'm gonna start off with a peek at Balloon Skies, then I'll head over to a couple other clans. Hey Banks Gang, actually I haven't gotten the invite from you, so if you want to send that to SendFGR3, I think it was, and then I can play in your clan too. Let's head in, first peek at Balloon Skies. So this is a compact peek. It's actually a little bit more annoying than it might look. There is a dragon on the outside, but I plan to do a Frost Rage Sparky Giants and try to set up a Wizard Bomb on the second hit coming from the left-hand angle starting on this multi-cannon. If I can kill these enemy Giants, that would make my life a lot easier, but I want to get this Rock Artillery that I can't Wizard Chain and then get an angle around the entire flank so I can tank this Blast Bow with the Golem and then Wizard Bomb the second hit and also chain the Raid Cart with the Wizards. So that's going to be the plan. It's, like I said, this is a little bit more annoying of a peek than it might first look. But we'll see what we can do. Do change the multi-cannon, we'll finish off Wizard Tower. Then Sparky should go after Air Defense. Chain down the cannon, then go after Spear Thrower probably. And then I'll Rage on the Spear Thrower, and then the Rage should cover the peak as well. I'll try to frost both Rock Artilleries and Inferno Tower. That looks like a possible freeze. Then I'm also thinking that I can bring maybe some Hog Riders to clear the right-hand side flank, if that's not too ambitious. Yeah, we'll risk it. We'll risk the 2 Hog Riders, and hopefully that doesn't end up biting us later. There should be enough tanking with the Frostbolt to help cover. And let's head in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's actually still morning for me. It's like 11 a.m. Let's not mess up this Frostspell. I know it's possible, but I just need to see where I have to place it. I think I have to place it like right here. Yep, we hit everything. Okay. Barb to start opening up the map. Ram like so. Generally for the dragon kill on this ruin, I will wait for it to fly to 3 o'clock. Then Giant Eye Dragon. Looks like my RNG is good. Hopefully Eye Dragon doesn't get hit. It does get hit. Okay, I'll have to commit another barb, that's fine. Wait for the blast bow to go down. Then we'll slowly work our way in with Sparky. Giant Sparky, Ram. More Ram. Looks like deployment zone is being really awkward here. Accidentally fat-fingered both giants. Not what you want to see. I do get the rocket artillery, but I did not get another Rage Chain on the Inferno Tower. Now we'll do the 2 Hog Riders like I said. Hopefully they can grab that compartment on the right. If there's not too many traps. And we'll just use the barb to tank. Okay, so I did not get quite enough that I was hoping for, but I think we'll just go in with another Sparky, and hopefully that Rage covers the peak for Wizards. Maybe the Hog Rider wasn't necessary, but we'll see. We can Barb chip down the Inferno Tower, then that'll open up better chains for me on top of the Crusher. Should be able to drop wizards outside of range of the giant cannon. And then I'm considering frosting the backside blast bow that I can't actually kill with wizard chains, as well as a bunch of other defenses behind here to make my wizard bomb easier. And hopefully Sparky has enough to finish off the rest of the base. This topside multi-cannon is very annoying, but not much can be done about that. It's covered by a raptor rocket, so we can't really even air snipe that. But this chain on top of the giant cannon is going to be nasty, so we'll try to go for that. We'll do a frost. We'll definitely need another rage probably somewhere. That'll do 4 wizards. Hopefully the raid cart gets chained down by the wizards. Some giants. We'll need a lot of barbs to help clean up. And some rams to help assist on the Sparky tanking. So this looks good to me. This spear thrower on the flank's a little bit annoying, but we can drop the wizards outside of range of that as well. You have to consider every single defense that can shoot at your wizards because they are very fragile. And I think we are good to go. Let's try this. My clan leader just looks at me funny when you don't use miner spam. Yeah, for most people, miner spam is probably the most practical option. But it doesn't get used that much if you're pushing. Let's do frost like this. Barb chip down the Inferno. Huge rage Sparky chain. Kills everything. I will zap to reset blast bow and peek. So beautiful wizard bomb. Rage to accelerate Sparky. I think she walks back towards the multi-cannon. She does. And she's still in that rage, so beautifully placed rage. Barb on the outside. Rams to tank. And we got this. Okay. Very clean. Just have to make sure we don't time fail from here. So we're going to start our barbs as soon as possible with our last ram to go after this little trash hut over here. So we're looking very good now. And then we can just let Sparky clear the rest. And there's just that one spear thrower at the end. And yeah, that was a very good wizard bomb. Like you saw during my planning, I made sure to account for everything that could potentially shoot at my wizards, and I made sure that I dealt with each of those threats. And the only problem here is whether we do have enough time. And so we'll hold on to our last barb in case we see anything in the corners. It looks like there is not, and we'll just drop it down here. So that was a nice peak 2 shot. So normally I don't get like 9k finishes. I think this is like a 9.3k finish. But there was a huge wizard bomb and just really great Sparky value, so it wasn't even a problem. Alright. And I'll check out what the next clan is before we hop into our next attack, probably at Pink Frogs. Currently number 13 in the world. So we'll do a peek over there as well. "17 colonies, CH9. Looks like it's going to be a sad clan to face. Goblin Mines, default. Yeah, full non-default CH9. Ugh. But usually if it's a CH9 peak, it's going to be doable, so we'll attack that later in a bit. And we'll just head over to Pink Frogs for now. on Send FGR2. So I already have my army trained up here. We're just going to go in with the Golem. It's a very spread out layout. There's not so much Sparky chain value, and like Graveyard Hogs is very hard to make work when there's so many traps on the peak. So I noticed that there's actually not much air coverage down here. There's a Blast Bow, 2 Spear Throwers, and so if I tank the Blast Bow with a Golem, I can actually use a balloon on one side. So that's what we're going to do, and then we'll have some barbs to set the funnel. I have minions for potentially the right-hand side flank, but I think I will do another Eye Dragon instead over there. And I'm just going to hope that the Golem walks left towards the Dragon Post. So against bases like these, you just kind of just pray that Golem takes a good path. And it sometimes works out for you, and a lot of times does not, but this is definitely a harder peak. Hello, can we ask you to do a peek? So normally I set up the clans I go to on Discord before the stream. So if you want me to join your clan in the future, make sure you join up there. And I usually send in an announcement like a couple or like 12 hours before the stream. So starting off, I will do a haste spell. Something like this. Barb, try to start opening up the map. I will frost the Inferno Tower probably. And then also I will do a Inferno Dragon to help funnel and try to go right to try to kill those enemy defensive troops, like this. Golem up the gut. Barb to tank for potential Zap Trap. There is a Zap Trap. Okay, that was a great Barb. I didn't know there was a Zap Trap there, but I thought because Capital Peak has so many traps, there definitely could be some hiding over there. And those balloons will funnel the Golem towards the left, exactly like that. Also pull a Zap Trap. I will freeze the Inferno Tower and the air defense, and the air defense makes my my Dragon kill. Oh my god, that Inferno Dragon AI is so garbage sometimes, man. Okay, it does kill that giant post, but you saw how the Inferno Dragon was flying. It flew straight into those Inferno Tower beams, which is so bad. But that's just how the Eye Dragon AI works. It's just so stupid sometimes. Crap. I was afraid of those giants. Okay, I screwed up. So I was afraid of the enemy giants because the Inferno Dragon killed the enemy giant post and was walking towards my Golem. And I had to drop my Eye Dragon into range of the rock artillery, and then it just got completely blasted. Ugh, that's unfortunate, but it happens. Yeah, that was so unlucky. That's so sad. I don't charge anything. You just have to be around on this in the lounge, and then you just gotta ping the message, and then I'll get it set up with you guys. But for now, I won't be joining any new clans. Just for the next stream, if you want me to join, make sure you do that. And yeah, this attack is gonna be hopeless. But we'll just clean it up real fast with some golems. It's fine. It was a long shot to begin with, and now it's just straight up impossible. So Golem is very easy to get 3 shots on. And so that is what we will do. Let's quickly finish off this base. Frost like this, and I think I'll frost the rock artillery multi-cannon. We'll barb chip down the cart so that Golem can one-shot it. Eye Dragon will kill the enemy super before it even breathes on my Golem. Don't know if we can get an angle on the far right cannon with the Hog Rider. So we'll just wait for now. Barb chip down the cannon. I think we'll do Ram to tank the Tesla. Barb on the Inferno Tower, Barb on the Tesla. There's a trap on the Tesla. That sucks. Guess we'll have to use the Hog Rider. There's another trap. Yeah, this is brutal. Okay. I think there was a chance if we didn't get unlucky on the first hit, but... Oh, Inferno Tower still doesn't go down. That hurts. Yeah. Golem is going to sack into the peak now. Not much to do there, and we'll just ram here. Golem is going to go down as he gets fully ramped up. He always goes straight into those Inferno beams. Do you ever get burnt of playing? Yeah, sometimes I do, but usually I don't play... Like, there's some crazy people out there that play over 100 accounts of Raid Weekend. I don't know how they don't get burned out, but I don't do any more. I don't play anymore when it's not fun, basically. Okay, so let's finish off this with a Golem. This will just get us our bonus attack. This was a very hard peak to begin with, but also the interactions just didn't go our way. It happens. And then I'll probably head over to... I'm trying to think what I'm going to do next. I'll check out what the clan is here, and then I'll probably head back to Balloon Skies. If you are from... If I'm in one of your clans, make sure you ping me on stream if there's something you want me to take. Just force quit. Imagine trying to optimize bonus gold in PF of all clans. I'm not trying to optimize. I'm just throwing a golem down. But we'll wait it through. I think people prefer me not force quitting too much and actually just playing out the hits. Raid weekend should be twice a week. Facts. Okay, let's check out what the next peak looks like. So, okay, yeah, this one should be quite straightforward. If I don't grief, can probably donut the backside blast bow. And yeah, take a look at what some of the other districts. Looks like there might be also a lot of defaults. No, there's Goblin Mines, and that's it. And not even Skeleton Park. So yeah, this peak of that is definitely doable, and they'll probably ping me on stream once that gets opened up. But let's head over to Balloon Skies and do some hits over there. Getting some help from the boys. Yeah, this is a pretty sad clan. Let's spam down some normal districts. So against Wizard Valley, you can just Graveyard Hog it. And it's just like the army that I always bring. Graveyards. Rams to get those graveyards going. Fan out your Hog Riders. Make sure you target all those defenses. Get those stuns on the defenses. Last Graveyard on top of the Inferno Tower. Barbs to clear the trash in behind. Also have like one barb for the cart. If the Larrys don't swarm it, they do. Barb to help out on the left cart. Barb kills the right cart, and we have a zap whenever we feel like it's necessary. Drop it on the Inferno Tower, get through that quickly. One last Ram, tank the cannon. And yeah, there's like nothing left on the base, and we can just easily clean it up. What's my favorite district to attack? So my favorite district is Capital Peak. And that is like the district I specialize in. So generally, in the raid weekend, you don't have to learn how to do everything. You don't have to learn how to attack every district. You just have to have someone in your clan who can. So you just divide up the work, and then people do what they do best, and that's how you get the best results. Okay, and then from here, miners are definitely going to be the best way to just get a bunch of bonus gold. So just 10x this thing. And I'll just force quit this one actually. So just double heal on the backside. And we are good to go. Force quit spam a bunch of other bases. Yeah, this clan is kind of boring to attack, but we'll just get through it with some more Graveyard Hogs. It's actually kind of fun to spam Graveyard Hogs every once in a while. And then just use the graveyards to tank the big defenses. Also, if they're in multi-mortar dead zones, that's even better because then the multi-mortars won't kill your Larrys. And then one more over here. We'll just send in a bunch of hogs over there to get through all those defenses. Barbs in behind, open up the map closer up. Rams up to the left to tank that left rocket artillery. Couldn't exactly zap the Crusher in time, but we were able to mitigate a lot of damage with the Hog Rider stun. One last hog on the multi-cannon. Is there a limit to the number of people who can attack in raid weekend for a clan? Yep, it's 50. So basically, a full clan is 50 players, and you can only have 50 attackers in the raid weekend. So top clans do 300 attacks every week because the number of attacks you do matters a lot for trophies. Accounts. So you can only have 50 accounts. So that's like a hard limit. And we'll just dig ourselves to victory. Zap here. Heal here. Heal here. Force quit. And we'll take a look at the peak now. Have to switch accounts. I'm out of hits on here, so there's a maximum of 6 attacks per account and 50 accounts per clan. That is 300 hits. I enjoy learning new raid attack methods that you provide, so thank you. I'm also thinking of making some more guides because I've been doing a lot of Sparky lately, but I'm glad that they've been helping out in your own raid weekend. Okay, so this base. It's actually pretty annoying for a CH9. Pretty sure I just Frost and Golem here. I'll have to leave the peak unfrosted, but such is life, I think. Considering bringing like an Inferno Dragon for the Spear Thrower. Normally I would scout the space more, but it is a CH9 and it does look like Golem is probably correct. So we'll just YOLO it a little bit. And then have barbs going around the outside to clear all the trash. So time is like the biggest factor here. This is only 11.8k, so it's not the hardest pace. But it's still peak, and peak is always something that can go horribly wrong if you're not careful. So let's try to be careful. Frost in the middle over here. All these defenses, haste leading in. Golem in. There was a zap trap. I was hoping the Ram might be able to pull any zap traps, but it wasn't. Let's just try to tank that Inferno Tower so we don't even have to use a zap to reset. Like that. And then we'll drop some more barbs into the haste spell to try to funnel the Golem in towards the defenses, and so he's not so distracted attacking clan houses the entire hit. So looking great, he's going straight after the rock artillery, which is like the biggest threat to him right now. Does pull another zap. And now we dropped the barb so the Golem was able to one-shot the cannon car. I didn't actually check the level, but I think it would have survived at like 1 HP. Golem does take 3 seconds to attack, so saving a shot saves a lot of time and accelerates him while he's under fire. You can see there's a lot of damage coming towards him from the peak, so we have to be very careful about that. We'll Hog Rider on the flank. That 1 HP Hog Rider actually pulls. That one zap trap. Golem goes down, but we'll use our last Hog Rider and maybe even grab another cannon. So we grabbed, with 2 Hog Riders, we got a Spear Thrower and 2 cannons. That is great value. And we also killed a lot of trash buildings on the left. I think the barb might have died to the Spear Thrower in the end. But we got a lot of trash, and so time should also be on our side for the second hit. And now we'll probably Frost, Peak, Bow, and then probably Rocket Artillery Inferno Tower, and then we'll send some more barbs on the left. And then probably a Inferno Dragon for the Peak to help assist with DPS. So something like this. You don't need to bring a second haste spell, because of course the haste spell lasts for actually 4 attacks, not just 2 in the clan capital. Hello, fans. Oh, there might be a little bit of lag. I will check that out a little bit after the attack. We'll freeze over here. And we'll freeze over here. Golem towards the left, multi-mortar. Barb to clear the trash. Hog Rider for the flank. Barb chip down the rapid rocket so then we can target the Peak with our Eye Dragon. Barb's doing a great job over there, making sure we don't time fail. Zap resets the Inferno. Golem's walking around the Inferno now, But we'll hog stun it now as well, so the Zap and the Hog Riders can both stun defenses. Looks like Barb went down to traps. We'll drop in some more Barbs. Just make sure you don't time fail from this position. Last Hog Rider to collapse the Spear Thrower. Ram to try to clear that trash over there. And we're looking solid. It's very laggy, Sir Sen. Might have to turn down the bit rate and adjust some settings a little bit. But we didn't have lag in earlier streams, so hopefully that's just a one-time thing. But yeah, it does look a little bit laggy on my end too. So we have plenty of time, 3 buildings left, 3% left, so we're good there. Don't know why it's lagging. It's actually not lagging on my screen anymore. So I'll just hope that things got resolved by themselves. And we'll take a look at the next raid. Sen, you mind taking a peek at HBD? I don't think I have an account there. Oh, another CH9? Oh, defaults this time. Okay. How many defaults? Okay, so non-default Balloon Lagoon. That I'll take a look at. A random default Wizard Valley. Non-default Barb Camp. Okay, so this is a default raid. We'll try to do this as best as possible. I think the lag looks better on my end now. I played around with some stuff, and hopefully it stays this way. Okay, so against this Balloon Lagoon, I think I have to go Sparky right side. Mod GQ. Okay, so just Mod GQ and BL. We might be able to address both of those, so let's try to one-shot this base if possible. Sparky from bottom looks horrible. Has to be Sparky from the right-hand side. Gotta go. Have a great weekend. You as well, man. Thanks for coming around to the stream, and we will try to keep going and keep pushing our trophies. Maybe like a balloon on the left-hand side could be good once the air defenses go down. So we'll do a balloon, a barrel split for the Inferno Towers, haste Sparky, some giants to tank. Rams should go forward towards the District Hall compartment, so we'll have some Rams to help distract as well. Rams are the best tank if they can work. I don't have any Hog Riders, but I'll have more Barbarians to help assist. Also, Giants aren't the best. So this looks like an army, and we will try to make it happen. Some of the defense spacing is a little bit annoying for Sparky, so time is going to be the biggest issue here. You can get Super Dragon and Skelly Bear left. Yeah, I consider that, but the Rapid Rockets make it so rough to do. And the backside Inferno Towers with all those trash buildings is that's gonna be a killer. So we'll haste over here. We don't want our ram hasted, so it spends more time tanking. So just like that, Sparky is able to get through this entire compartment in a couple attacks. I will actually let Sparky get one more shot on the air bombs. That way it kills the trash building. Normally I don't do this for the sake of time, and I'll use a barb to chip it down, but I don't think I have a choice in this case. There are bombs, so hopefully there's not any more. Okay, we do have a fast Sparky, so that is a bit of a saving grace. I will ram early, just in case there's a log trap. Yep, there usually is one there. Now Graveyard in to help distract. Barb on the left to open up the map over there. As well as a Barb on this little barrack over here. There is a Tesla. 2 Barbs after it gets 1 more shot, so hopefully those Barbs can stay healthy. 1 more Giant tank the Rocket Artillery. Rocket Artillery should be locked onto the Giant. And also, if the Giant can finish off the cannon, that saves me a lot of time. Perfect. We'll Barb chip down the Bomb Tower. Rocket Loon for the Spear Thrower. That should also chip down the Crusher. I guess the Rocket Loon was not necessary. It was actually, that was a horrible Rocket Balloon. Okay, I regret that. Cost so much HP on Sparky. We need a Barb chip down this District Hall now. I guess we needed more Barbs for this, but yeah, it's hard to adjust the ratios on the fly. Try to do some damage. And I think we definitely messed this one up. Because we had too many Rams in the end. And Sparky just took too much damage. Yeah, this was possible, but the Rocket Balloon was a throw. I don't know. Time was always going to be close here. Even now, I think it's a time fail. It's not even a power fail. Yeah, it's a time fail. Because Sparky does not have 4 shots left in this time. So yeah, time was always going to be an issue. But maybe if we were smarter with our Barbs on the 6 o'clock side without the Rocket Balloon, we could have had this one. But we'll address some defaults now. Yeah, time is always the biggest factor when it comes to non-default one-shots. So you have to think about ways that you can save time anywhere. And in this case, I just wasn't good enough with some of my tanking. And let's do a default Wizard Valley. So a 1, 2. I think I only go 2 barrels these days. Or 3 barrels, I mean. I'll just go a lot of Barbs. All right, let's head in. Haste Ram. Barb for the Wizard Tower once Spark is about to shoot. Okay, we're gonna have to zap the cart. And then the cart still locks on a Sparky. Okay, of course. 2 barrels, bottom side. Rage over here. Sparky will one-shot the Wizard Tower because it's low level. Sparky finishes off the Inferno Tower, pushes up. Do you want to attempt a peak one-shot after it? It's kind of an FWA base, but I doubt it's possible. Depends on what clan it is. I'm only playing the clans I've set up with already. And usually peak one-shots are either immediately possible, like you can see that it's possible, or just it's never happening. Even like progress bases, they can be very hard to one-shot, if not impossible. Ram saves some HP on Sparky. Ram to tank on the backside. We'll just use some barbs to try to chip down these buildings. That last raid cart that's behind the wall is actually a bit annoying, but 2 Sparky chains will finish that off. Yeah, next time if you want me to play at your clan, just ping the thing in lounge. Oh, I thought I was about to time fail because I wasn't looking. If it's District Hall 5 and it's spread out, then it's almost certainly not possible. So, Barb Camp. Barb Camp non-default is very hard, but this one actually could be doable. So let's think this one through. So barrel over here. I think I have to start Sparky on top of the rock artillery, then she'll go after the multi-mortar, but then she'll go in towards the middle. It's a bit awkward. And if I start Sparky on... Okay, actually I have a dumb idea. I have a dumb idea. So what if... Hear me out. Let me cook. What if we do wizards in the middle? I think I saw someone try wizards in the middle. Might be too dumb. I think that is too dumb. Barrel minion, barbs, raid for the backside. I think it's probably gonna be haste spell Sparky. Seems most practical, and then just try to navigate this section well. So, with some giants and another barrel. Yeah, that's probably the best option. Just try this with a haste. Ram Sparky, pull out the Tesla so we can one-shot. Barrel on the right-hand side. Pull out the Tesla, barb top hand. I think Sparky goes in, yep. Ram tank the giant to tank the flanking spear thrower. Sparky chains are insane, but who knows if it'll be good enough. Giant tank multi-cannon. Hopefully Sparky goes left. She does. Minion on the left. Ram over here. Giant tank multi for the giant cannon so my barrel can succeed. Sparky goes left. We're gonna have to break wall over here. Barb tanks the rocket artillery. This is gonna be so close. I think we're gonna run just short. That's so sad. Oh, I could have left the minions to take out the left-hand side compartment. Almost. For the 4 account, I left Goblin Mines, Barb Camp, and Peek Up. Is that okay, or should I clear more? It's a max lane. Okay, yeah, we can take out some max districts if you're not comfortable with that. After I just finish up here. Yeah, pain with the P. I'll just clean up with miners. Hello, Zaki, the Greek Spartan warrior. What a name. What a name. And let's run through. Golden Quarry was also non-default. Or it's just slightly modified, actually. Wait, this isn't a problem for Golden Quarry. And this is actually probably even better, because then you can just directly... yeah, this is free. Okay. That Golden Quarry looks free. As long as the traps aren't heavily moved, we can just do the same exact Sparky plan. And we shouldn't have too many problems. Knock on wood. Sounds good. Haste leading in. I dragging for the blast bow as usual. Sparky will take a couple extra shots over there, but hopefully that doesn't cause too many issues down the line. I think I have to barb down the district hall. Giant barrel, archers. Minion for the bow. And no, I can't speak Russian. I only speak English and American. Ramps to tank for Sparky. Barb should deal with the trash now, down south. Minions finish off the multi-cannon. Sparky goes right, we have a couple of rams to tank. And we're looking good. Ship down the Tesla. Sparky gets through the cannon, and we're good. Home free. So we missed on the Barb camp, but we at least got a slightly modified Golden Quarry. Is Skeleton Park default? Yes, it is. So I run a bit of a different Skeleton Park with more barbs than usual for District Hall 3. And hopefully we don't screw this up. Because Skeleton Park level 3 should be fully consistent. Or at least close to. Pekka can always do Pekka things. Sparky will take another shot on the bomb tower. Go towards the cannon. Barb, Miner for the cannon. Once the wizard tower goes down, split the barrel in the middle. Once the first barrel goes down, Barb for the district hall. Zap for the multi-cannon if it's level 3. Pekka left, Ram tank, Barb chip down the air bombs for a Pekka one-shot. Barb pull out and tank the Tesla. Ram left, pulls the log trap. Missed the barrel split like a buffoon. Okay. We actually still do get the zap trap, but we had to use the Barb for the multi-mortar. Still should be fine. And Pekka does take the jump, thankfully. Sometimes she doesn't. Oh wait, there's actually a multi-mortar in the middle, I didn't notice. But Pekka does grab the hive and the spear thrower, so perfectly done there, and we should be good. Didn't realize that there's just a random mortar in the middle. Peak available in PF. Okay, so we'll do this, and then we'll do PF, and then we'll do Jenny's clan. So Sparky 2 shots finishes off the air bombs. We have plenty of time. Barb in the bag. Everything else is cleared. 96%. 3 buildings should be 4%. So against this clan, we were able to get it down in probably 13, so that's a very good raid. Against this peak, this looks pretty textbook. Minion left, Sparky right, Wizard Bomb on the peak. Okay. When you see that there's no big defenses, you can see these are all 2x2 defenses. The big defenses are the ones that have the most HP, and if it's only small defenses, 3 wizards is perfect. So that's what we're going to come in with, some giants to tank. I don't know if I'll have enough to try to grab the super on the left-hand side. So I won't even risk it. Just make sure that we have enough to kill the core and everything around it. So we'll split archers on the entry, because archers can snipe all the trash from range, and also is good at pulling some traps for you. We'll freeze, covering the peak, make it slower, as well as any defenses on Sparky's approach. The multi-cannon is isolated, and it's going to take or waste a lot of Sparky's time, but that shouldn't be a problem if we just navigate our tanking very well. So just let the archers clear. Once those archers start taking that rock artillery, then we'll drop down our Barb. So hopefully the Barb can finish off both of the buildings at once. Once the Barb is looking like he's gonna die, actually pulls the zap trap, then we'll minion on the rock artillery. Barb to tank a lot of traps over there. Then we can start in our Sparky. Don't wait too long. If needed, we can use a Barb to hold those giants in place. Somehow those minions get in range of the air bombs, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Copium. We'll probably have to use more Barbs over there then. Yeah, we definitely will. Just a bunch of rams. Rage just to give Sparky a speed boost, basically. We'll let Sparky tank one more shell from the peak before we drop the wizard, so we don't have to drop them all in the splash range of the peak. Barb to tank the left mortar if needed. And then those wizards should just clean house for the buildings around the peak. And then we can even zap to reset the peak so it doesn't get another shell on my Sparky, hopefully, if Sparky's quick enough with the wizards. She is, okay. And from here, we got everything we needed, but we can also get some more value by just using our giants to tank for the cannons. The wizards are actually still going. They kill a crusher. And you can see everything back here is also spaced very poorly for Sparky, so I definitely did have enough troops to go far left to kill the enemy dragon, but I didn't want to risk it. And I'm pretty happy with what we got. We got everything we came for. And we'll also grab this cannon. Probably not another cannon. But maybe. If we tank for the giant with the ram, maybe the giant can get enough damage. Giant, kill it. Yep. Okay, so we also got the multi-cannon. 6k left. 7k first hit. Very good. And now... I guess we can finish with the golem. Yeah, if you want to like the stream, I think that helps with the YouTube algorithm, promote it to more people. So that'd be great. And I will do a standard finish. We'll deal with the left-hand side with a giant Inferno Dragon Hog Rider minion. And some barbs to clear the trash. Some rams as well to tank. Some rams for Sparky. Sparky, Haste or Rage Frost for the right-hand side. Something like this. And as long as we don't screw up horribly, we should be looking good here. Barbs to open up the map. Giant Eye Dragon. Giant Sparky. Doing a little bit of multitasking here. One more giant for the giant cannon. Ram tank the Inferno Tower, Hog Rider minion. Barb chip it all down. Inferno Tower goes down. We actually have a lot more rams than we needed, so that was a bit of a mistake to bring so many. Global number 3 clan upgrades 1593. Buildings, how's that possible? If you were a capital level 10 before Goblin Mine, so that's been like, I don't know, 10 months now or something, you can have a clan that's below 2,000 upgrades at CH10. Sparky's gonna slowly walk her way around. Tank the Tesla with the ram. She's going after the air bombs. Okay. And we'll just barb down the rest. So 13 raid, very good. And I will look at what the next clan is before heading to Pink Frogs and then Jenny's clan. So Chinese clan at 2,700 upgrades. Gonna be a hard clan to play. But at least there's a default Goblin mine. So I will ping someone for that and then I'll head over to Pink Frogs really fast. So Pink Frogs has had a peak that I said was doable. You can donut the backside blast bow. There's actually not an easy way to take out the blast bow if you don't donut it. So we'll do that. There's so many air defenses, so many cannons, and so much trash in the way. That just looks really annoying. From there, I'll probably do a Frost Graveyard attack and then freeze. There's some gates that'll let out the Giants. That's kind of annoying, but we'll probably Sparky over here and then Graveyard. We'll see where we Graveyard, but we'll have like a Hog Rider to help support. So we'll do Giant Eye Dragon, Sparky Graveyard, one Hog Rider to help support, a couple of Giants, and a lot of Rams. Probably need some more barbs in case those Giants start walking over. I don't know if I can pull those Giants out of the base. It's probably a little bit annoying. I'll have to wait for them to walk towards me. And something like this should work. Okay. Ram the left. We'll freeze on all this nonsense. Make sure we hit the Inferno Tower. That's like as well as the peak. Those are the two important buildings. Because they will wreck my Sparky and make my life miserable. Barb to help assist. I'm considering using my Graveyard on the top side early. I could also do a double Graveyard over there, but I think single is fine. Do 1600 upgrade clans gain an advantage? Yes. Because your matchmaking is a lot easier. So that's why there's so many low upgrade clans at the top of the clan capital leaderboard. You're at a disadvantage if you're maxed. Work our way around. We actually do have to be a little bit careful about time with this attack. We'll use the barbs to try to kill those Giants. Then I'll use Graveyard Top's hand side. The card stays alive, that's totally fine. If we can actually get 2 shots on the multi-mortar, I'll tank the Spear Thrower a little bit. Okay, no, it wasn't even in range anyways. We can actually grab the Bomb Tower, that's so nice. Graveyard before everything goes down. They'll chip down the Giant Cannon, one Hog Rider finishes off the, with the Spear Thrower as well. We'll use our Barb to try to clear some trash. Donut is successful at 12 o'clock. There wasn't any gaps there, so I wasn't afraid of traps. And we'll see how we want to finish this. So it's a little bit awkward to do a Wizard Bomb because Giant Cannon and Inferno Tower are out of range. But it could still be the play, unless we want to do a Golem Wizard Bomb and then freeze the Inferno Tower. That's on the table, but we'll evaluate our options. Graveyard's still going at 12. They actually broke through the wall. That's a solid first hit. So from here, I think Graveyard Hogs is a very good finisher because you can see there's no gaps inside the base for Giant Bombs or Log Traps, and that is the big thing that can kill your Hog Riders. So we can just Rage the Peak, Wizard Chain it down, but then we can do some Graveyards on top of the Giant Cannon as well as the Inferno Tower. The Wizard Tower is a little bit annoying because it'll kill a lot of Larrys very fast. So I'm also considering using the Graveyard away from the Wizard Tower. And we also have some Graveyards down from the first attack, so I think it's better than a Golem finish here. So we'll do Rage, 4 Wizards. At what point do they get the same kind of matchmaking? 2,000 upgrades. Yeah, 2,000 upgrades or above, everyone gets the same matchmaking. So any clan above 2,000 plays on an even playing field. I have a lot of Rams, but there are a lot of close compartments, so maybe we want even more Rams, actually. There's a Bomb Tower next to the Inferno Tower, so we'll offset the Graveyard a little bit. And this should be good. One more bar. I will Rage leaning towards the left-hand side because that's where I think my Wizards are going to walk next. And I want them to be Raged if they're going to go towards the Bomb Tower next. So we'll do Rage like this, Graveyard like this, and then like our second Graveyard away from the Wizard Tower. Start opening up some walls up ahead. Hog Rider stun. Are you serious? The Wizards got hit? Oh, I thought they weren't going to get hit. Crap. That is so unlucky. What is that? I got too greedy, and I mistimed my Hog stun at the start. That's my bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Wizards, man. Yeah, Peak is so unforgiving. That is so unlucky, though. Peak survives on 1 HP to kill all my Wizards. Ouch. That's so brutal. Okay. Guess I probably could have finished off with the Golem, but I didn't like my odds there. And we inted at Pink Frogs, but that is life. Alright, moving on. We're gonna forget that ever happened. It's NFGR4 it is. And we will run through some hits. against Goblin Mines. Barb Camp. But in Ireland, you guys say shit happens? Yeah. Shit happens. Okay. This is a max Goblin Mines with a real layout. Probably just do a jump, double rage into the core. Hopefully we don't int this. Double rage jump, Sparky, Giants. Bunch of barbs to kill the goblins from the throwers. And then double rage to get through the core. Do have a Hog Rider to stun anything if needed. Do I have any Irish viewers? I'm sure I do, but I know it's not one of my biggest demographics. Let's try a double rage Sparky. So starting off, we can actually snipe the reflector over the wall. So I don't know if there's any traps here. I'll see if there are. Looks like there are not. Or there is finally a zap trap that gets pulled. Jump so that the wall sections don't mess with me. It's actually a Tesla. Okay. Barb chip down some goblins that get missed. More barbs. Looks like Giant's gonna chip down that building whether I like it or not. Rage over here. Hog Rider stun that multi-cannon also to help distract the Tesla a little bit. Or actually finish off the Tesla. Okay. Sparky still stands inside the rage spell. We'll give up some barbs to tank now, because she's getting really low. Barb to finish off some goblins. And we've gotten, I think, every big defense. There's just some goblin throwers left and some little defenses, so we're looking good. Yeah, my top two demographics are USA and India. India is not very surprising because I think they're the biggest. They're the biggest Clash of Clans demographic, right? From here, I don't know if I want to risk miners. 44%. You know what? Let's YOLO it. We'll see if miners finishes from here. Hopefully it doesn't time fail. That would be like the saddest case. But it shouldn't. It shouldn't time fail. Zap these goblins because they're very annoying. They're just gonna get in the way. Probably a heal like this. Love from India, love from the US. Number 3, Germany. I don't know what clan that is. But that sounds really good. I think Die Crew's number 1 in Germany, or Sleep Faster right now. But I know a lot of clans like to move to different locations to try to get luckier. There's some superstition about stuff like that. And I'll do our last heal over this compartment, where the miners are going to be stuck a long time because of those goblins. You're in university, graduate now? No, I'm not doing my graduate's degree. At least not for now. I just went straight to the workforce. So now raid weekend works out really well because I'm off on the weekends and I have a ton of time to play. Okay, surely this isn't a time fill. I don't think it is. Miners all grouped together. I was hoping they would split a little bit. He means your third. Oh, demographic for viewership? Oh, I actually don't know the third. All I know is that US and India are by far the top 2. Germany is up there, but the third place kind of that fluctuates. There's Germany. I think Netherlands is pretty high. There's Canada. But yeah, Germany could be up there. There's a lot of serious clan capital clans from Germany. I would have to check. Barb Camp. So Barb Camp, I usually just go Sparky Double Rage. Kills the giants, and it's so satisfying to do, so we'll do that. Netherlands represent. Yeah, there's a lot of good Netherlands clans. Like, for how small Netherlands is, they have a lot of good clan capital clans. I used to switch my language to French to try and get better loot like 6 years. Oh yeah, that was a superstition back then. If you switch your account language to French, you'd find better bases to farm. But nowadays, loot is so easy to get. Farming's so much easier than it was a long time ago. That, like, anything like that's completely unnecessary. Rage into the base. The barbs will help take care of the giants that did not get into the Sparky chain, unfortunately. Those second sets of giants did go there, though, so that worked out. We have a couple more giants, a couple more rams. Two shots will let Sparky finish off that compartment. Some more rams. More giants to tank Barb on the flank. Hopefully Sparky can get one more shot on the multi-cannon and just finish off all those buildings all at once. Rocket locks onto Sparky, unfortunately. But we can use the zap to make sure Sparky does finish off the giant cannon. After watching Zepplet HQZ, MTQ captures, Savvy, oh my goodness, I cannot pronounce half of those. Pokemon Z, Asmongold Z. Why does everything have a Z in the end? YouTube recommended me your stream. That is a crazy journey to get here. And welcome to the stream, man. You've traveled the world and arrived at the promised land. Okay, so I think we did not reach 50%, so there might still be some Teslas around, but if I zap down the air defense over here, I can actually just balloon a lot of these bottom defenses, assuming there's no Teslas. Hopefully there isn't. And then we'll use some cleanup minions, Rage Spell to get through the Rock Artillery, and that last Giant Post. Ramps to open up some walls, Giants to help tank, and some Barbs to help clean up in case at the very end. We'll just Rage like this. Sparky's taking a goofy path around the base. And we'll just make sure that we hook those Giants into the wall still. Okay, my Sparky just took a disgusting path into the... That was disgusting. Oh my god. Okay, I screwed up. What? Sparky! How did my Sparky take that path? We're never going to talk about this attack ever again. Okay. This was so bad. I'm so sorry. How did Sparky go there? What? Oh my god. To be honest, anything could have finished this base, but man, I did not expect Sparky to do that. That's awkward. The Barbs don't have enough to finish off the Tesla. This is awkward. Yeah, we're never gonna speak about this one again. This attack did not happen. Sparky just went in between two multi-cannons out of nowhere. Okay. And I couldn't even tank. Okay. Alright, well, I'll just do one attack on this peak. This is an internet peak. Let's see the strategy. I think it's 4 Giants. Because there's an air defense behind this Rock Artillery, I have to bring a Hog Rider, 2 barrels. I think this is the army. I got 99% of Drying Cliffs. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of lag. I think the last 2 minutes completely was a black screen, so we'll just move on from that. After two-shotting that Barbarian camp, it's time to go to the next attack. So we'll do this. I'll just do one attack here. This is an internet peak, so hopefully we can do a good first attack to set them up for a 2-shot on the second hit. I think the freeze is like this, something like this. Then we'll do the haste spell like this. Wait for the raid cart to go towards the 9 o'clock angle. Giant Sparky. Next, to pull the Giants. Hog barrel, barrel. Air defense does not go down, but that's fine. We'll just angle our eye dragons towards the left. Sparky on the spear thrower, then we let her beat through the wall. We have some spare barbs to help out with the super dragon kill. There should be a zap behind the wall, so we'll tank it with the ram. Just like so. Sparky's actually pretty healthy. So we'll also let her tank the spear thrower a little bit. Oh crap. There's actually a Tesla here, so this is a bit modified than usual. Holy crap. I dropped those eye dragons towards the left and it just does not matter. They just both fly left into the range of the air defense. That is crazy. And they don't kill the peak. That is... eye dragons make me want to kill them sometimes. Okay. And now we'll just do... Guess we can barb the trash. And ram to go ahead, search for some traps. Pulls a zap trap. Okay, this is a doable finish, but it might be a little bit hard from here. Eye dragons are disgusting sometimes. And we definitely inted them, but we're not going to talk about what happened in this clan ever again. We're going to leave, and cool guys don't look at explosions. Yeah, I definitely played very disgusting at some of these clans. So thank you to Rascal for helping out clear out some of these spaces. Okay, now... So we screwed up that first barb camp, but let's see if we can redeem ourselves on the second one, alright? We are not going to screw up this barb camp. We will not screw this up, okay? That is not happening. Probably double Spark or Sparky right-hand side. Hog Rider for the multi-cannon on the flank. Barb the right-hand side. Giant Sparky. Barbs will finish off. The Giants. Sparky does go inside, perfect. Second Rage leading in. Rock Artillery does lock onto my Sparky. Only one Giant gets chained as well, so not looking great for me. Well, Hog Rider the multi-cannon. The chains were a bit awkward here. But we got a decent first attack. And where do I drop this barb? Guess I can drop it to clear a trash building, and then I'll probably try to finish off with the golem, because the rest of the base is pretty spread out, and we've done a very good job on the first hit. Yeah, Inferno Dragons are so stupid. I hate them sometimes. I mean, I hate them all the time, basically. And then we'll just do a quick golem. To try to finish things off. Haste-spell golem, rams up the left, freeze on top of the rocket artillery, and where I see a lot of damage, so the multi-cannon definitely. As well as a backside spear thrower. Probably the zap is going to go towards a hut to speed up the golem. Barb in case the golem skips the spear thrower like it does. Yep. There are troll Teslas here, so be careful about that. Ram Barb over here. That takes care of one of them. Cannon for the flanking cannon. Or a Hog Rider for the flanking cannon. Sorry. And then the Giants do not know where to go. They're confused. Stun the multi-cannon. That does a lot of damage. The golem will probably hog the backside Tesla. And then hog on this cannon. Zap will make sure that the rocket artillery gets one shot. Have to be careful about time. I will barb this bomb tower. Then probably barb this little last trash hut. Nothing else in the corner. Yeah, we should be good on power, and then we just have to make sure that golem doesn't get wrecked by this last Tesla. Oh my goodness. There was a bomb there as well. But those Hog Riders deal with the Tesla and will tank the cannon for a couple shells. And we're good. What about a spam strat? For the funnies, not a good idea to do when you're playing at the top of the Clan Capital leaderboard. So I was going to wait for someone else to do the max Goblin mines, but I can deal with it because it looks like they're not online. Balloon Skies 5. And then this is the army. So max Goblin mines. Rage, Ram, Sparky. Ram. Zap, Ram. Spam the wizard down, get it down as fast as possible. Chain down the Inferno Tower. Wizard goes ahead, now tank with some giants. Rage over there. RNG has been pretty good here, knock on wood. Ram, pull the Tesla, tank the cannon. Second Ram, tank the cannons, pull the zap. Wizard is being a goober. Barb early. Three barbs on the spear thrower. Some people do a different configuration of barbs. I do 1-3-2. Other people do 1-1-4, which they say is better. But sometimes it's hard for an old dog to learn new tricks. Hopefully at least 3 barbs live. Okay, so that's fine. Against max Goblin Mines, you really do want an extra barb to try to deal with the Tesla on the backside. Sparky should be healthy enough, and I think we're looking good. Yeah, 114 is definitely better, but I just haven't learned it. Sparky on air defense. Ram doesn't dodge the log trap, so we have to be a little bit delayed on our barrel. Sparky's actually very healthy compared to normal. And especially if we can grab a cannon, we'll be looking great. Never failed with 114? Yeah, then maybe I should start looking into that. iDragon grabs both cannons, so I got very lucky on this Goblin Mines. There's enough barbs on the District Hall to finish that off in time. Why does the Sparky target the minion hive and not the mortar in the beginning? I actually don't know. So I'm the one that discovered that interaction. And when I first saw it, I was like, what the heck is that? But yes, it's a known interaction that happens every time if you deploy correctly. And this peak looks very miserable to hit. But we'll try our best. I think I can grab the peak Inferno Tower Rock Artillery with a single frost, or maybe I should just go for the blast, but I think that the blast was probably better. And then probably go for Golem up the left. This is very miserable to hit. I don't think this is actually two-shottable. But we'll try our best. Just YOLO send a Golem up the gut is also a play. I think that's what we'll do. YOLO send a Golem and then P.E.K.K.A. up the left, probably. And just avoid the dragon on the first hit. I think this is my best shot. Probably haste like this. I think I said I was going to frost the left. Yeah, it's probably better. Perfect frost, and then we'll check for zaps. There's probably some zaps, isn't there? There is not. Golem up the middle, haste P.E.K.K.A. left. Ah, crap. I wanted P.E.K.K.A. to go left. It swerves. Alright. That's sad. I think it was a long shot regardless. And Golem goes straight towards the peak. My goodness. You disgusting griefer. Golem, you are a disgusting... How? Okay, yeah, this was hopeless. Sometimes you just gotta laugh it off when Golem does stuff like that. Your weekly streams are the best. Oh, thank you. How many accounts you have, bro? I have 70 accounts right now. Golem just dove head first into that Inferno Tower, and I guess we just gotta try to recover the 3-shot. We'll have an Inferno Dragon for the enemy super, and then some Hog Riders to help stun. Frost Spells to slow things down. Maybe another iDragon for the peak. Hopefully it doesn't int, and then we'll have some Hog Riders, like I said. With some Golems. That's life. And then we'll just freeze over here. And then freeze over there. $70 accounts. Believe it or not, that's not even that crazy. When you go on the Discord server, those mofos got like 100 accounts each. And obviously, I don't play them all, but in case I do want to play them all, they're there. So that's why I have them. So Golem is working his way around. Tank the Inferno Tower with some rams. Hog Rider the cannon. Another ram to tank. Eye Dragon snipe the enemy super. Eye Dragon now for the peak. There is a Tesla farm on the left. I mean, I wasn't planning to two-shot this thing anyways, so it is what it is. Barb tank, Hog Rider to deal with those Teslas. Barb tank the Inferno Tower. Actually, this attack went a lot better than I thought. The Inferno Dragon from killing the enemy super is now going to deal with that left-hand side cannon. So we actually weren't that far off from a two-shot. We'll have a zap to reset the rocket artillery, as well as make sure the golem can actually can one-shot that thing. Wait, if I got more on that first attack, this would have worked. That's insane. There's only going to be 2 spear throwers left at the end of this. But yeah, that first attack went way too poorly. Golem just beeline towards his death. And we almost recover this with a really nice golem hit, but it just doesn't quite work out in the end. He's going to go down to that last spear thrower, or to the bomb, and actually his death bomb will finish off the spear. There's literally just 1 spear thrower left that could shoot at the golem. 9.3k. But we were running out of time anyways. Okay, so we'll just... I guess we'll just freeze heal back here. And Golem easily takes the rest of this, and I will just force quit and get to the next clan. How can you handle 70 accounts? That's shocking. I don't actually play all of them during the raid weekend, like I said. I only play a handful of them. Usually around like 40 or so. Across 2 clans. Default Goblin Mines. Builder's Workshop might be a doable non-default one-shot. Balloon Lagoon's probably not happening. And this peak probably is doable. I'll probably look to do this off-stream. So I'll go through the clans I'm in one last time to see if there's anything for me to hit. I think Banks Gang came into the clan as well. Wait, I got invites to Silent Warrior, huh? Okay. We'll see what we got over here. Oh, they just finished a clan. And maybe I'll do this off stream, but I'll probably head off for now then. Looks like I've cleaned up most of what I've done. And yeah, I'll sign off for now. Thank you all for coming around for the stream. It's pretty fun. Like I said, there'll be weekly streams at around this time. And so stay tuned for next week. And I will sign out for now.